Dear learners, welcome back. In this video, we are going to solve a previous year question of ESE which has been asked in the year 1995 for 15 marks, and it is a classic fill and pit problem. So let's start with the question. The question states that soil is to be excavated from a burrow pit which has a density of 1.75 grams per cc and the water content of 12%. The specific gravity of soil particles is 2.7. The soil is compacted so that the water content is 18% and the dry density is 1.65 gram per cc. For 1000 cubic meter of soil in the fill, estimate the quantity of the soil to be excavated from the pit in cubic meter and amount of water to be added, and they are also asking you to determine the void ratios of the soil in the pit and the fill. Okay, so let's start with the problem, and before starting with the problem, the very basic concept which we are going to apply here is that suppose there is a pit and there is a fill. Okay, so we are extracting soil from the pit. This is the pit. We are extracting soil from the pit and we are filling that in a fill. In this process, what remains constant is the mass of solids, okay, or the volume of solids of the soil, or the density of solids of the soil. This will remain constant. If you extract soil from here, if you are extracting this much soil from here, the soil will get loosened up, okay. So when it will become loose, what happened? The amount of voids in it will increase. Okay. If the amount of voids is getting increased, suppose this was the condition of the soil initially. This is very important concept. So this was the volume of solids and this was the volume of voids. But when you are extracting the soil from the pit, what will happen? The volume of solids will remain same. The volume of solids will remain same, but the volume of voids will increase because it is becoming loose. It is attracting more air into it. So what will happen? The total volume of the soil, total volume of the soil is going to increase, but what will remain constant is the volume of solids. Now you are filling the same soil in the fill and you are compacting it. While compacting, what are you doing? You are decreasing the air present in the soil, right? So what will happen in the process? The volume of solids will remain same, but the volume of voids will decrease. Okay, so the total volume of the soil will decrease, but what will remain same is the volume of solids. It is going to be same, remain same. So this is one of the important concept we are going to apply here. Now let's start with the question. So I'm just writing the data over here. This is for the pit. The soil is to be excavated from a burrow pit which has a density. So density is given to you. Density of the, that means total density of the soil in the pit is given to you 1.75 gram per cc. Let me just convert this into kg per meter cube because they are asking you everything in meter cube. Okay, so centimeter cube will not work and you have to change it to meter cube. So let's convert. So 1.75 grams can be converted to kg by 10 to the power minus 3, right? And centimeter cube, you want to convert it to meter cube. So centimeter is, you want to convert it to meter, so 10 to the power minus 2, and it is a cube. So like this, I'm just showing you the derivation as well. If someone is having certain difficulty while converting it to kg per meter cube, so just for them I have just shown how to convert gram per cc to kg per meter cube. So it will be 10 to the power minus 3 and 10 to, in the denominator it is 10 to the power minus 6, so it will come out to be 1.75 into 10 to the power minus 3 in the denominator, kg per meter cube, and finally it will be 1750 kg per meter cube. Okay, so just after the showing the derivation, I'll just remove this. So this is the density of the soil in the pit. It is given to you. Now water content is given to you as 12%. The specific gravity of soil particles is given to you as 2.7. Now, the soil is compacted so that the water content is 18%. This 18% is for the fill. Okay. For the fill, the water content is how much? It is 18% given to you. And the dry density is given to you as gamma D is given to you as 1.65 grams per cc. So how much it will be? 1.65 grams per cc will be 1650 kg per meter cube. This is the data given to you. Now for 1000 cubic meter of soil in the fill. So what do you want? You want 1000 meter cube of the soil in the fill. You want, we have to estimate the quantity of soil to be excavated from the pit in cubic meter. Okay. So first thing first, how much soil do we want in the fill? It is volume of soil, like volume of total soil in the fill is how much? Is 1000 meter cube. So what do you think? What will be the mass of solids in this? So see, this dry density is how much? 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, this is the dry density. If you just multiply it with 1000 meter cube, what you are going to get? Mass of solids present in the fill will be how much? 1650. This is the density, kg per meter cube. I am writing it here, into 1000 meter cube. So meter cube and meter cube will be gone, and you will be left with 1650 and then 000 kg. This is the mass of solids in the fill. And as I have told you before also, what will remain constant in the pit and the fill? The constant, it will be mass of solids. Mass of solids will not change. Now once you know how much mass of solids is there in the fill, that exact amount of mass of solids has to be extracted from the pit, right? So mass of solids from the pit will be how much? It will be 1650 and 3 zeros kg. This much kg of soil has to be extracted from the pit. Now you are given the total density of soil. Okay, now and you are given the total water content of the soil. From this, can you find out what is gamma D? Gamma D is how much? Gamma T by 1 plus W. If someone is having any confusion regarding this formula, this is a formula, and if someone is having any confusion, you can refer to my video on water content of the soil, and there I have shown you the derivation as well. So can we find out what is gamma D of the soil? So gamma D of the soil will be how much? This is for the pit. So gamma D of the soil will be how much? 1750 by 1 plus W. W is 0.12, and this will come out to be 1562.5 kg per meter cube. This is dry density of the soil. We know that dry density of the soil is mass of solids by total volume. We have to find this total volume from the pit which has to be excavated, right? Volume of the pit which has to be excavated. Now gamma D is how much? Gamma D is 1562.5. 1562.5 is equals to mass of the solids. Mass of the solids is how much? Mass of the solids is this 165, and after that 4 zeros kg, and then is volume. So volume of pit, and we'll get the volume in meter cube because we have converted the units in meter cube, right? So volume of the pit will be 165 kg by 1562.5 kg per meter cube, and if you solve this you will get the answer in meter cube. So let me just solve it and tell you the answer. It's coming out to be 1056 meter cube. So this is the answer. 1056 meter cube is the volume of the soil from the pit which has to be extracted in order to make the fill 1000 meter cube. If this soil is extracted from the pit, you will get 1000 meter cube of soil in the fill. So you must be wondering how this 56 meter cube is getting reduced. This 56 meter cube is getting reduced because the water content in the soil is changing, as well as the air in the soil is getting is changing. That means the volume of voids is getting reduced. Okay, now moving on to the next part. Next part is amount of water to be added. So how much water is to be added in the soil so that the water content from 12% in the pit is going to be 18% in the fill. Okay, this is the question. So how much amount of water you are going to add? As I have told you, what will remain constant is the mass of solids or the volume of solids. It will remain constant, right? So what was the mass of solids? The mass of solids was 1650, and after that three zeros. 1650, and after that three zeros kg. This was the mass of the solids. This was for the pit and fill. This was for the pit as well as fill. Okay, both is having same amount of mass of solids. Now we know that water content for the pit is how much? Water content for the pit is 12%. Water content of the pit is how much? 12%. And water content of the fill is given as how much? 15%. Okay, now we know that water content is what? Mass of water to the mass of solids, isn't it? Mass of water to the mass of solids. So mass of solids is same in the pit as well as in the fill. So what is the amount of water in the pit in kgs? Amount of water in pit, how much is it? Amount of water in the pit is this water content into mass of solids. So water content of the pit is how much? 0.12, that is 12%, into 1651234 kgs. So if you multiply this, you are going to get what is the mass of water in the pit. So mass of water in the pit is 198 and 000 kg. This much amount of water is there in the pit. Now same thing, amount of water in the fill. How much water is there in the fill? It is 0.15 into 1650 and 123. That is, we are multiplying the water content with the mass of the solids, right? Okay, I'm sorry, it is not 15%, it is 18%, right? It is 18%. Given in the question it was 18%, it was my mistake that I have written 15%. So mass of water in the fill will be how much? 2971230. So you have to be very careful while writing the units. You cannot do such silly mistakes as I have done in the exam and lose marks. So see, already 198,000 is the amount of water present in the pit, and the amount of water in the fill is needed to be 297,000. This is the water in the fill, so that the water content is 18%. Okay. So how much water will you add in order to make the water content of the fill to be 18%? As simple as that. So amount of water to be added is 297,000 minus 198,000. You subtract these and you'll get the answer. So it's 99,000 kg. This is the amount of water, 99,000 kg of water you have to add in order to make the water content of the fill to be 18%. So you can write it in kg also, you can convert it into meter cube also. So we know that the density of water is how much? It is 1000 kg per meter cube. This is the density of water, right? So density is what? Mass by volume. So mass we know, and volume we have to find out. So if you divide it by density, you will get in the volume in meter cube. So it will be 99 meter cube. Just divide it by the density and you will get the answer in meter cube. So this much water you have to add in order to make the fill with water content of 18%. Now we are moving on to the third part of the question. Also determine the void ratios of the soil in the pit and the fill. So we have to find out the void ratios. And what informations are we given? We know G, we know W, we know gamma T, right? So very easy. It's very easy for finding out what is the void ratio in the pit. Our old formula for finding out the void ratio, gamma T is equals to gamma W G plus ES by 1 plus E. But do we know that the degree of saturation? No, we do not know what is the degree of saturation. So what we will do, we will just remove the degree of saturation with the water content, because we know the water content, right? What data for water content is given to you. So how to do that? ES is equals to WG. So you just replace S with WG by E, right? So it is gamma W G plus E. S can be replaced with WG by E, right? This E and E will be gone, and 1 plus E. So you will be left with gamma W G plus, okay, so can I write it like this? Gamma W G 1 plus W by 1 plus E. I've just derived this equation because sometimes when you are giving the exam, it is a great possibility that you'll forget all these formulas. So only one formula you have to remember is this one. Gamma T is equals to gamma W G plus ES by 1 plus E. If you remember this, you can easily derive within 15 seconds, you can derive another formulas, okay? That's why I have derived this for you. Now all the datas are with you. Gamma T is given to you. Gamma T is how much? If you want, you can take it in gram per centimeter cube. If you want, you can take it in 1000 kg per meter cube. Whatever you want, you can take it. So let's take it in kg per meter cube. Okay, 1750. So gamma T is given to you. Gamma T is 1750. Then what will be gamma W? If you are taking it in kg per meter cube, you should take the density of water in 1000 kg per meter cube. If you are taking it in gram per cc, then this water will be in 1 gram per cc. Okay. So it all depends what unit you are taking here. G is given to you in the question as 2.7. 2.7. The water content was given to you. The water content was 12%. This is for pit. Okay, this is, I'm calculating it for pit. Pit, the water content is given to you as 12% by 1 plus E. So this is very easy question, right? So 1 plus E will be how much? You just multiply them, 1000, then 2.7 into 1.12 by 1750, and then E will be, you just subtract 1 from this side and you'll get the value of E. Let me just calculate this and write the answer for you. So I am getting the answer as 0.728. This is for pit. Now let's calculate the same thing for the fill. For fill, is gamma T given to you? No, gamma T is not given to you. But for fill, what data is given to you? Gamma D is given to you. So you must be using this relation. So okay, so for gamma D is equals to C. Gamma uh, T is equals to gamma W G plus ES by 1 plus E. But if you are taking the dry density, then in dry density case, the degree of saturation is what? Degree of saturation is 0 if you are taking it as gamma D. That means the soil is dry. So what is given to you in the data for the fill is gamma D. So for that, you must be using this relationship. Gamma D is equals to gamma W. Okay, let me write it, rho W. Rho W G by 1 plus E. From this relationship, you will be finding out what is the value of E. So gamma D is how much? It is 1650 kg per meter cube. Okay. Or let's take 1.65 this time. Let's take 1.65 gram per cc this time. Okay. So 1.65 gram per cc is equals to gamma W will be what? 1 gram per cc, and G is given to you as 2.7 and by 1 plus E. So using this you can easily solve. So 1 plus E will be how much? 2.7 by 1.65, and E will be how much? 1.3636 minus 1, and then E will be what? 0.636. So this is for fill. Now the key takeaways from this question was that whenever we are taking this unit in gram per cc, this water should be in gram per cc. You cannot change the units. Okay, if you are taking it in kg, like in the previous question, what I have done, I have taken it to be in kg per meter cube. So I am taking the density of water in kg per meter cube. Okay, and the most important point was that in the pit and the fill problem is that the volume of the solids remains constant and the mass of the solids remains constant of the soil. So this is the major takeaways from this question. I hope you like this. Do share and follow me for more. Bye bye and have a nice day.